Good morning. In the dawn of another day, as the world awakens to the promise of new beginnings and fresh starts, I find myself reflecting upon Stoic discipline, an ancient philosophy that has been my guiding light through countless trials and tribulations. The wisdom it holds is not just for those who have time to study its pages, but for all souls seeking transformation. The essence of Stoicism lies in differentiating between what we can control and what we cannot. A practice that has the power to liberate us from the shackles of blame, guilt, and self-pity. It's about identifying the parts of our lives within our own power versus those beyond our reach. I remember Epictetus's words like they were yesterday. The things you can't control are not worth fighting for. What is in your hands is where true power lies. I recall a day when my life was a battlefield where every external force seemed to conspire against me, weather delays, uncooperative people, and circumstances that seemed insurmountable. But Epictetus taught us, control the choices you make right now. It's not about changing the storm or being taller. It's about making peace with what we cannot change and taking charge of what we can. In this quest for inner peace, I've embraced Stoicism as a compass through life's storms. It's more than just words on paper. It's a way to live that shapes our very essence. The philosophy molds the soul, guiding conduct with wisdom that illuminates the path ahead, the kind of wisdom that tells us what actions align with virtue and which ones do not. Examine yourself. Epictetus implores, scrutinize your thoughts and actions from various perspectives, but above all else, he urges us to delve deep into the realm of philosophy itself, where true strength lies in practice and discipline rather than mere knowledge for show. Marcus Aurelius, too, emphasizes this point, that to grow as a philosopher is not merely about acquiring knowledge, but about embodying it through action. The day may yield some amusement, he might say, but the soul's construction demands more than just fleeting pleasure or relief from boredom. It's in the practice of philosophy that we find our true allies against the forces that would weaken us: arrogance, pleasure and pain, ambition, and even hostility towards others. But as Marcus reminds us, it is possible to curb your arrogance, not by denying our humanness, but through the continuous process of self-improvement. I've come to realize that philosophy isn't about finding excuses or blaming fate for our shortcomings. It's a tool to empower ourselves against the inevitable challenges we face. It's about understanding that life itself can be an unwinnable battle if we're not mindful of what is within our control and what isn't. As I look back on my journey with Stoic discipline, I'm filled with gratitude for the lessons learned and the transformations undergone. Each day brings new opportunities to apply these principles, from mastering the art of self-control in the face of desire, to wielding courage in uncertain times, justice in our actions towards others, and wisdom that guides us through life's complexities. The Stoic path is not one of instant gratification or easy answers. It demands patience, persistence, and a willingness to confront our weaknesses head-on. But the rewards are immeasurable: a life guided by reason, free from the chains of distraction and fear, a heart open to compassion and wisdom that transcends the boundaries of mere existence. And so I continue my daily reflections, my morning meditations on Stoic teachings, always seeking to deepen my understanding and refine my actions. For it is in these moments of contemplation that I find clarity, strength, and purpose, the essence of human potential unleashed through discipline, both inner and outer. The journey of self-mastery is never truly complete. There's always more to learn, more to refine, and more challenges to overcome. But with Stoic discipline as my beacon, I know that every step forward brings me closer to the person I'm meant to be, a philosopher in action, a warrior of the mind and an architect of my own destiny. So here's to another day filled with the promise of growth, transformation, and the unwavering pursuit of wisdom. May our lives be guided by reason and our actions rooted in virtue. For there's nothing more powerful than the human spirit when it chooses to rise above its circumstances and claim its true potential. The dawn is breaking anew, and I am ready, with Stoic discipline as my guide. I will step into the light of another day, embracing each moment with the clarity and courage that come from within. As the morning light fills my room, I find myself contemplating on how to best apply Stoic principles in today's endeavors. It is not merely about understanding the philosophy, it requires a deep commitment to its practice and the courage to integrate it into daily life. The essence of Stoicism lies in recognizing that true freedom comes from accepting what we cannot change while focusing on cultivating virtues within our own control. This concept, embodied by Epictetus's words, "The things you can't control are not worth fighting for," encourages us to concentrate on our actions and reactions rather than the external circumstances. Reflecting upon my experiences, I realize that Stoic discipline is about empowering oneself against life's adversities through self-reflection and continuous improvement. It is a journey of mastering one's thoughts and behaviors, cultivating virtues like courage, justice, wisdom, and temperance, and understanding that true freedom lies in accepting what we cannot control. The practice of Stoicism is not just a theoretical framework. It is an active process aimed at refining our conduct and shaping our essence. It requires patience, persistence, and the willingness to confront weaknesses head-on. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, it is possible to curb your arrogance. This path demands humility, openness to self-critique, and dedication to personal growth. In a world where distractions abound, Stoic discipline offers a refuge from the chaos by grounding our actions in reason and virtue. It encourages us to live life purposefully rather than passively, focusing on what we can control while letting go of attachments to outcomes. The journey towards self-mastery through Stoicism is indeed challenging, but rewarding. Each step forward brings us closer to becoming more mindful and compassionate individuals who embrace their true potential. As I continue my daily reflections and morning meditations on Stoic teachings, I am reminded that the power lies within our own hands. In today's fast-paced world, where instant gratification often seems more appealing than enduring the discomfort of growth, Stoicism reminds us to embrace challenges as opportunities for self-improvement. It encourages patience, persistence, and a deep understanding that the greatest strength comes from within. As I step into another day, guided by the principles of Stoic discipline, I am filled with gratitude for this philosophical framework. It provides me with clarity, strength, and purpose in navigating life's complexities. The Stoic path challenges us to rise above our circumstances, to claim our true potential as human beings. And so with each new dawn, I embrace the journey ahead, knowing that my commitment to Stoic discipline will continue to shape who I am and what I become. It is a daily reminder of my own power to change, grow, and ultimately transform my life according to my own values and principles. The path may be arduous at times, but it is one filled with the promise of growth, transformation, and the unwavering pursuit of wisdom. As I sign off for today, I leave you with this reminder: in every moment, choose actions that align with reason and virtue. Let your life be guided by Stoic discipline, a beacon of clarity, strength, and purpose. For it is through our own efforts that we can unlock the full potential of the human spirit, transcending mere existence to live a life deeply rooted in wisdom and self-mastery. May this day bring you moments of reflection, growth, and the courage to embrace challenges as opportunities for personal transformation. Here's to embracing Stoic discipline and walking the path of reason and virtue together, one step at a time, towards our true potential. The dawn is breaking anew, and with every new day, we have another opportunity to choose wisdom over ignorance, strength over weakness, and purpose over complacency. The journey continues, but let us walk it hand in hand, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism.